What up, YouTubers? Today I'm here with a 2000 Volkswagen Jetta. And today we installed a Viper 5101 remote start system in there. The same as I put in the Venture. Okay, I'm gonna give a walkthrough of the wires and what to hook up, because I had one hell of a time trying to hook this up. Had to do a lot of research. It was a pain in the ass. First wire I'm going to show you, just to get away from here, is your tack wire that I got running. And it's connected down there to a green and yellow striped wire connected to your coil. Right to the coil. And that is running to your box down here, to the main brain. And it's on the 5-pin harness, the purple and, well, violet and white, they'll say in there. Okay, that's your tack wire. Okay, now I'll go up to the ignition. Okay, this is your accessory wire on the 8-pin harness. Okay, it's the orange one. I have that connected to the thick black and red one. Just remember that, the thick black and red one. Okay, now your starter, which is this violet wire, is connected to the thin black and red one. When you get them switched up, you're going to be in a hell of a mess like I was. Okay, this right here is your pink and white thick wire, and that's connected to a thin red and brown or red and orange thin wire. That's your ignition 2. Your ignition 1, which is a solid pink, is connected to a black wire on the ignition. Okay? Now, your 3 fused power wires, I have them all together. The red and black, the pink or the red and white and the red. They are all connected to one big thick wire that I have running straight to the battery. It's all under here. I have it split on a wire because I also have other wires connected to it for power, which is the remote start and the immobilizer, the 556U immobilizer, which is what you stick your key in, and this sends the RF signal to the ignition right here. If you see, I got the ring around it, and that sends a signal in there to make the car think that the key is in there, because without that, your car will not start remotely, or your car period won't start without a key with the signal. Okay, now here I have your black and white wire. This is my ground setup here. This is the neutral safety switch. I have it grounded. I have the remote starter ground on there as well. And then I have the ground wire for the 556U immobilizer. Then your brown wire, which is running off your 5-pin. All that runs off your 5-pin. Your tack wire, the violet and white. The brown wire, which is your brake, and then your black and white, which is the safety neutral switch. Now the brown wire, I have it connected right there to the very last wire in your brake system, and that sends the signal to, when you hit the brake, it turns the car off if it's remote started, or when you stick the key in the ignition and you hit the brake, it turns off the remote starter so you can take over the car with the key. This right here, your blue wire running off of the 556U. This is the remote start output. This right here, this wire, basically turns this on when the remote start comes on. So it sends a signal through this blue wire right here, which is connected on the side. It's the only wire that you're going to use that's will be connected to this 5-pin, right? The 5-pin next to your big 8-pin harness. It's the only wire you're going to use. And that's just for the signal to turn on the 556U. Okay. Everything is up and running. Grab the remote out of my pocket here. I'm going to show you. Boom. You see the key security light doesn't come on because that box right there is sending the signal to the ignition, letting you know that there is a key in the car. Alright, any comments? If I didn't, describe this very well, you got any questions, I will answer them. Just ask me a question, I'll answer them. Thanks for watching.